going on, Periscope? If I can get this camera right, y'all. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a second for everyone to join. And I'm going to show you how to recreate this eye. If you can't tune in, just press the replay button and you'll be able to see it. Gonna wait a second for a couple of people to join on and then we can get started. I'm looking forward to everybody's questions. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome everybody. Okay, so I see a few have joined on, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am here to answer your questions. Okay, here we go, y'all. Okay, so what I've done thus far is I've created my eyebrow that I wanted, and I put a little bit of concealer up underneath. I use Studio Finish Concealer. I use NC45, which is just an inch lighter than my natural skin tone. And I also use Laying Low Paint Pot. Whoa, there we go. I use Laying Low Paint Pot. All right. Because that's like the closest color to like a natural, what do you call it? A natural primer. Okay, so that's what I use on those two. Okay, here we go, y'all. The first thing I'm going to grab is my 221. It's very similar to the 217 MAC brush. It's just a little bit, I don't know if you can tell this, it's a little bit skinnier, so it can get into that crease. It can make that crease a little bit more defined. So I'm going to use this brush instead of the 217 for this makeup demo. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to start with Smoke Purple, which is this color right here. I'm going to put it just on the very tip of the brush there. You want to have control over the eyeshadow. Okay. So just right in here, I'm going to get right in that crease. You see how you have more control over the product with that smaller brush? Go. And please let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them. Majority of the stuff I'm using is MAC Cosmetics. I know the product like the back of my hand, so that is why I choose to do tutorials using it. I've been with MAC. I have been with MAC since 2007 up until last month. I'm trying this entrepreneurship out to see how it works. Okay. So y'all see that? I got that Smoke Purple in there. Just kind of mostly doing wiper blade, going back and forth. I do want to make it a little bit thick, so I'm going to do a little twirl. Kind of thicken that up just a little bit. Just round circular motions. Can you guys see, I hope? There you go. Just like that. So we just made it just a little bit thicker. Y'all see that? Okay. Now I'm going to come back with Deep Damson, which is this color here. And we're going to put that on top. So you are going to touch just a little bit. You're going to touch that Smoke Purple just a little bit. So I'll put it right up here. And we're going to do the windshield wiper stroke here. And do a little twirl just so we can blend up and down. Above the first color? Yes, absolutely. This color up here, I used Studio Finish Concealer by MAC. My color is NC45. That's the color I used up there. You will have to figure out what your color is. If you know your shade, if you know your foundation color in MAC, I can probably give it to you. So if you can let me know what that color is, I'll be more than happy to give it to you. All right. Here we go. Bam. Y'all see that? And how it blended from the smoke purple to the what's that, deep dancing. Okay, so thus far I first applied this one and now I applied this one. Okay, so the next color I'm going to use is Rule, which is this color. It's like a orangey light type color. It's going to kind of warm up my eye color. Okay, so I'm going to stack that one right on top of that deep dancing. Just like that. You see how well that blends up into my natural color there? Yep, we're going to add a little bit more of that color. Windshield wiper blade. Going back and forth, and then we're going to do a little twirl. Just like that. Now that color may lighten these colors down here, but that is quite okay. All you have to do is just go back and just apply those. So I'm going to apply a little bit more of the deep dancing here. Just to bring that color back just a little bit, because it got lost just a little bit. Windshield wiper blade, back and forth, back and forth. Y'all see how that deepness came right back? And then a little bit of smoke purple. And I'm going to put that all the way in the crease. Just like that. Yep. Y'all see? Alright. Looks like I lost a little bit of color over here. My colors don't want to stay, y'all. It doesn't want to stay. There we go. Just wipe it back and forth. Okay? Alright. So now the next thing I am going to use, I'm going to use a cream color base by MAC. These are pretty cool. They're creamy eyeshadow colors that you can use to like highlight. There's colors that you can use to like contour. For example, like red clay, you see? Like they come in different colors and you can use them to, you know, contour, highlight. You can use them as eyeshadow colors, put them on the lip. You can really do anything with them. The only thing about it is that they're not always good with oily skin. So I have this little technique where I like to mix it with a little bit of Prep and Prime 24-hour primer, eyeshadow primer. Looks like this. So I'm going to mix this on the back of my hand so you can see exactly how I do it. I'm going to take what I already mixed on my hand off so you guys don't get too confused with all these colors on the back of my hand. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put just a little bit. You don't need much of this at all. Squeezing a little bit out. That's probably too much there, but we're not going to use all of that. So we got that. Put the top back on it because you do not want this to dry out. This stuff is really, really good. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my cream color base, and this is called Fabulush. This is limited, but they do have other colors that you can use, and it's like a goldish orange color because that's what's on this lid over here. Okay, and also like this has a little glitter to it. It's an eyeshadow that has a little bit of glitter to it that is about the same color. So that's why I chose to use this cream color base. As you see, these two colors are very similar. Okay. It's going to help it pop out a little bit. Okay, so I have my brush. I'm going to use my 242, which is a tad bit smaller than my 252. Just a little bit smaller. And I'm going to use that to mix. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see this a little bit. Let me move this down. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this color, take a little bit of the primer. Probably going to use half of it. And what I also love about this primer is that it doesn't change the color of the cream color base. It doesn't make it lighter or darker or anything like that. It keeps it the same color. Now, if you have drier eyelids, you don't need to use a 24-hour primer because this cream is going to hold. But I have oily skin, so that's why I'm using this. Okay, so you want to just put on a little bit at a time, not a lot. As you see, I don't have it crammed on there. And I'm going to go across the lid here. I'm going to put it at the base of the lid. And this is a cream, so like I said, you want to put on just a little bit at a time and build up to the color that you need. So I'm going to put this all over the lid. This also doesn't harm the primer I put underneath it. Y'all see that? And I'm gonna get a little closer. You can see I'm gonna take it just kind of up. I'm gonna kind of do a cut crease over with this color. Y'all see that? Any questions thus far? Let me know if you have any questions. Okay. There. Y'all see that? All right. So since that is a cream, it is going to take just a second to dry. I'm going to take it up just a little bit in here. It is going to take just a quick second to dry. So I'm just wiping my brush off here. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing the bottom of the eye. Okay? And basically what we're going to do is we're going to throw some of these colors that I put up here in the bottom. Would you wear this look during the day? You can. I would probably say maybe early evening to night, because this cut crease is pretty dark. But I guess it also depends on your job or what you do during the day. You know what I mean? A lot of people can pull this look off during the day, but you know, if you have like an office job or you know something of that nature, then I probably wouldn't. I would just probably go lighter in the colors. Like for example, I use this one first and then I use this one. I would probably just use, I use Smoke Purple and then I use the Deep Dampen. I would probably just use the Deep Dampen in the crease. You know what I mean? During the day. And then when it starts getting, early evening, late in the evening, I would probably use the Smoke Purple. Just add it, add to it just right there in that crease and do a little twirl. And that's it. So, yep, I hope that answered your question. Thank you for your question. Okay, so awesome. Okay, so my next thing is, did I bring my brush? Got my brush. This is, I'm so sorry, my numbers have worn off, but this is like a little, this is our pencil brush. I think it's the 219. This is MAC 219. I just used it, so that's why it's a little bit dirty, but I'm basically going to throw all those colors that I put up here on the bottom of the lash. So I'm going to start with the lighter color and build to the darker. I'm not going to use the rule. I'm going to start with Deep Dampen. Okay, so I'm just going to put it on the tip of the brush there, as you can see. I like to have control, so I don't put it all over the brush just on the tip. Hair in the way, people. Okay. I'm going to bring the eye down just a little bit, and I'm going to put it right there on the waterline as well as a little bit below. Y'all see that? Waterline and a little bit below. You see? So it's a little bit below and it's on that waterline. That's what I love about this brush. It is pretty awesome that it can apply all of that. Next thing I'm going to do is use that Smoke Purple. Put it right there on the tip of the brush and a little tap off. Okay, and I'm gonna come right on top, right on top of that Deep Dampen. Yep, we're getting dark. Did I bring, y'all, I did not bring my black track. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, I'm sorry, people. Is this black track? Oh, that so sucks. I knew I forgot something. Okay, I'm gonna compromise and use a chroma line. You can also find, you can use black track or chroma line. This is found in the MAC Pro stores. Okay, so I'm gonna add this next, and this is a cream, so just use a tiny bit. I'm gonna put a little bit right here on the back of my hand, just a little bit here. And this stuff really does hold. It holds very well in the waterline. And all of it is safe for the waterline. Okay, so I'm gonna put that just on the, oops, sorry. I'm gonna put it just on the tip of my brush here. Do a little circular motion. And come in right back on top of that. Yep. Y'all see that? Yep. Okay, make sure it's all covered really well, and you see how it blends. Perfect. It does. It looks more like a blend and all smudged together rather than like a line. That's why I use this brush to kind of smudge it. Okay. Then I'm going to take this color. This is called Nehru. This is a limited color, but if you see a color very similar to it, you can use it. The Nehru now in MAC is like a gray, like a blackish gray color. So this is limited. I don't know what's close to this, but I'm pretty sure there's something close to it at MAC or, you know, any cosmetic company. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. I've wiped this brush off, just the edge of it off, just to make sure, you know, nothing's coming off of it. And I'm going to put this on the tip, just like that. And the reason I'm not cleaning this brush in between colors is because we want it to all blend together like that. See? We want it all to blend together. So now I'm going to put this right on top of that black. And it is metallic, so it's going to show up. Y'all see that? Because a lot of times you can't put a color on top of a black. It's not going to show up. But this one is a little bit more metallic. Y'all see? So it's going to pop. Plus, this is also a powder, and I put it over that black chromaline. Isn't that pretty? Yay! Absolutely. So, yep, I'm going to put a little bit more over here. Here we go. All right. So, the eyeshadow has dried a little bit on the lid, so I'm going to add this. Now, this is called a Dazzle Glass by MAC. Excuse me, y'all, my notifications. This is Dazzle Glass by MAC. This was limited. They had a whole lot of these, and they were like eyeshadows with like glitter to them, as you can see. And they were like really pretty cool. Y'all see that? So I'm going to use that on top. You can also do this with like glitters and stuff like that. We're just going to press it right on top. If you are using a glitter, I would use a little bit of Fix Plus spray. And I don't have any in reach, but hopefully you guys know what the Fix Plus spray is by MAC. A setting spray. It's going to attach that glue. Attach the glitter to the brush, and you can apply it, you know, just like I'm going to do this. And it won't like fall out all over the place. Okay, so I'm using my 242 again, and I'm going to take a little bit of this Dazzle Glass called Let's Roll, if you have it. And I like to get a good, nice little rub here. And then I'm going to apply. I always start at the base of the eye first. Y'all see that color? It's so pretty. Ooh. Okay. And I start at the base, and then I bring it up. And I cut that crease with it, where I don't go above that, I don't go above the, the smoke purple color that's in that crease. Put a little bit more on the brush here. A little tap off. I'm gonna go right in here, up and over. Y'all see that? And just rub it a little bit in that crease. Like I said, we're gonna pat it and make sure that we get it all over the lid. Y'all see? Yay! And if you want it, you know, pretty smooth in that crease, just to make sure, you know, you don't have any of the Dazzle, I don't know if I call it Dazzle Glass. What did I call it, y'all? This is a Dazzle shadow. I think I called it Dazzle Glass. But if you don't want any of that in that crease, just go back with a little bit of your smoke purple here. And we're gonna just go right there on that crease. Just like that, just to make sure you didn't go up too high. You'll clean it up. Just like that. Okay. Okay. So lastly, you can put a little bit of eyeliner, and I'm gonna get kind of close so you guys can see the colors. You can put eyeliner on the lid if you want to. That's gonna make it a little bit more dramatic. But I'm not gonna do that today. I really want a lot of that glitter to show. So I'm going to take some mascara. And I am using the Upward Lash, which is a new mascara by MAC. I really like it. I like to put on mascara first before putting on my lashes so that it'll blend in. Sorry, I don't want to get mascara in my hair. It'll blend in a little bit easier into the lash. And as you see, this mascara, ooh, I just stuck myself in the eye. Sorry, y'all, I'm trying to do this in a camera phone. This is crazy. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. My eye is starting to water now. It may continue to water. We will see. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit at the bottom. Yep, my eye's starting to water. Okay, y'all see that? All right. Okay. Now I'm going to apply my favorite lash. It's the number 35s. I love this lash. Can y'all see it? This is like my favorite lash ever. And it's also very easy to apply. As you see, the lash is straight. As you can see, that it's straight. It doesn't dip like most lashes. So all I have to do is just apply it straight instead of using fake lashes. Have you ever used unique fiber lashes? Yes, I have. I have a lot of clients. I have that in my kit. I have a lot of clients that do not want to do fake lashes. So I will use the unique lash, the unique fiber lash. And it's really, really good. I do love it. I have to say, the only thing I don't like about it is when I wash it off and all those fibers get all over the place. But other than that, I love it. I love it. And that does not stop me from using it. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of this glue on here. Let's see if I can get this to work, people. We'll see. Okay. And I'm using a black glue. Some of the ones that I've used, this one's like the best one that I've used thus far. And it is a weave glue. I will say it is a weave glue. I don't put it on all my clients, but I put it on majority. This glue holds very well, especially if I'm doing their makeup in the morning and they need it to last all day. This glue works the best. I don't put enough on where it'll pull out the lashes or anything like that. I'll just put enough on for it to hold. Okay, so I'm just taking my little brush here and just using the edge of it to apply it all over the lash, just on the edge here. And this is going to be kind of hard for me to apply it in a camera phone, but we're going to see how this works. And I'm just going to put it as close to the lash line as possible. Okay, now I'm about to get real personal with y'all because I'm about to put my face all in this camera so I can put on this lash. Okay, I'm going to blow it just a little bit. All right, so I'm going to get right in here. This is a little difficult here, people. Just like that. And as you see, I got as close to that lash line as possible. And I just press it back. Y'all got all up in my business. That means we are best friends now. We are officially best friends. Okay. You see? And with this lash, and like I said, this lash is very easy to apply because it's so straight. So as you see, I just put it directly on the lash. I really didn't have to push the lash down or anything like that. I mean, it just, I attached it directly to that lash line, and I just press it back a little bit. Also may press it down just a little bit, and then let it just kind of flare up on its own. You see? And there it is. I feel like this one is more smokier than that one. And it's probably just because I have so much older eyeshadow on the brush. So that's why it came off so smoky like that. So I'm just going to add a little bit to it. I'm taking a little bit of the Deep Dancing color, the second color I applied. And I'm just going to add it back on there. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you learned a lot. I really, really hope you learned. I hope I did it as, you know, easy as possible. Because that's all makeup is. Like, it's really easy. You just got to take your time. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Unique Beauty. You must sell those that mascara. I really do love that mascara. I have 2 girls I buy from. So I stay in stock with it. There we go. Yeah, I think I evened it up a little bit there. Yep. So that concludes my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you have any more questions or want to tune in, you can follow me on Instagram, same BluArtistry. I'll thank you for the hearts. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. My real name is Nikki Campbell, so you can always follow me with Nikki, and Campbell like the soup. So thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully either later on this week or next week I'll do another one of these. Just let me know what you want to see. Okay, thanks guys.